We are live with the start of Season 3 here for Vindication. I am Alexander Shaw, joined by Scott Sykes, and it appears we are starting things off with our new Vindication Heavyweight Champion.
Indeed, Miles making his way down to the ring after his controversial victory last night in Game 2.
I wouldn't say there's anything controversial about it. He won the match, center of the ring, pinned Tommy Hazard like a maniac. This man has been on a roll these past couple months.
Yes, well, we'll see if Miles can keep that gold around his waist, as I think he might have painted a massive target on his back in the form of Tommy Hazard.
Well, I've heard a couple of rumors, a little bit backstage speculation. Apparently, he is coming out here tonight to maybe, challenge someone new for the Super Show coming up. Who knows? We could see Miles versus, we could see him face Ryan Quinn again. We could see him face maybe Matsumoto, who won his match at Endgame. Hell, we heard that there's going to be people switching over between brands here tonight. We could see him challenge someone from Nemesis.
Indeed. The question is, who's it going to be? And that's going to be the permanent question all night, is who has jumped from Nemesis to Vindication. It's all going to be found out here tonight, as Miles looks like he's going to make a few statements here in the ring.
Yes, and can't wait to see what the new champ has to say for himself here tonight.
Holy cow, guys. What a way to end Season 2 and start off Season 3 of CWL. I feel like this title reign has been a long time coming, but I also know I wouldn't have done this without the endless support from my fans and even the criticism for everyone, from allies to enemies, to friends to family. But enough about last season. This is Season 3, and it's time for some new developments here in CWL. I think a great way to start would be with a new challenger. So, who on Vindication thinks that they can dethrone me, the Master of the Mile High?
Well, you said he was here in the building. Looks like you were right.
What right does he have to challenge for this title? I mean, seriously, he was the one that was pinned. He had his chance at the end of the game, he blew it, okay? That's all.
A man is entitled to request a match, Alex. It's not exactly against the rules.
Yeah, but there's so many other challengers that deserve this shot more than Hazard right now, and he's just jumping the line? No. I think if I'm Miles, I deny this challenge right now.
Many people have jumped the line before, Alex. You never complain now. It's just because it's Tommy Hazard that you're putting your foot down.
Of course it's because it's Tommy Hazard. This man is easily one of the most maniacal, egotistical men in wrestling. How dare he think he's more deserving than other people?
If anyone deserves a shot at that title, Miles, it's me. And don't hit me with that "you just beat me" bullshit. Okay? You know that if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have even been close to that title match. In fact, if it wasn't for me, you probably wouldn't even have a career here in the CWL. So, I think it's only fair that you relinquish your title to me right now, but if you're not willing to do that, I'm more than willing to just take it from you at the Super Show.
Tommy. Hazard versus Miles is a tale as old as time now. And after all those times where you've screwed me over and put me down, I've finally come out on top. So let's give you a taste of your own medicine. You made me go through Quinn to get to you, so how about you have to go through someone to get to me?
Bring it on, motherfucker. I don't care who it is. I've beaten everyone that there is to beat on Vindication. What, are you going to send Colin Piper after me? Or maybe I'll beat Harris again. Or is it even dead now? Or does anyone really give a shit? So, who is it, Miles? Who's the lamb that you're leading to the slaughter?
I don't think you've seen this guy in a while. Y'all have some history, so I'll leave you two to sort it out. Coming all the way from CWL Nemesis, here's your opponent, Tommy.
Hold on!
Oh, I recognize this music. Oh, Tommy
no.
Hazard, you are in trouble now. Evac has been chosen.
Why did it
as
have to be
Miles
him?
And Miles, he seems happy, and Tommy Hazard has to be fuming right now. His nemesis from Nemesis is now here on Vindication.
Yeah, well, maybe Tommy will get Vindication here tonight, as looks like Ebak is going to be put forward like a pawn in the game of Miles and Tommy Hazard.
Yes, well, I think everyone knows the history between these two, and I guess tonight in our main event, they will write one more chapter in that history.
Hello, everybody. It is CWL Chairman here. I have quite a lot to tell y'all as we get started with Season 3 of the CWL. You may have noticed that there was no match card telling you what's about to happen here for the night. And, well, that's because we're doing a draft, just like how we have always done. We started with the first season separating into 2 shows. The second season, we started with some people switching around. For the third season, we are doing pretty much the same. So that is why the first episodes of both Vindication and Nemesis will be 100% kept under wraps. And you guys are about to find out what those cards are. You guys will be hearing from me in between matches to tell you what's exactly going on. And you guys are going to find out just who is facing who and what the ramifications of some of these things are. So don't forget, if you see anybody from Nemesis on Vindication and anybody from Vindication on Nemesis, then that means that they are officially 100% moved and they are no longer on their old brand. So for our first opening match, we have a tag team match for the ladies. It will be 2 versus 2, and there will be one face that you recognize. The other 2, or the other 3, I should say, are definitely now on Vindication.
Oh, and it appears we've got, well, if I can guess the entrance music correctly, it appears we've got some more people coming over from Nemesis here on our opening contest.
Is that Andrea?
Yes, the Judas of the White Lotus is here.
The
on
Judas?
Nemesis. Yes, the Judas of the White Lotus is here, and you've got to wonder, if Andrew is on Vindication, is the other member of the White Lotus not that far behind?
Well, there's been a bit of trouble in paradise between Andrea and Yuri York, a bit of discontent. Maybe they've decided to expand into different brands, keep out of each other's way.
I mean, the original White Lotus is Andrea that was on her own, where the rest of the group was on Vindication. Perhaps they're going back to that almost grassroots approach for the group.
Only time will tell. We know this is going to be a tag match, but let's find out who the partner would be. I mean, we can assume it might be New York, but we don't know for certain.
I mean, Yuri's the safe bet.
She's the safe bet, but she might, as I say, the White Lotus could be recruiting here on Vindication.
That is very possible.
Well, it looks like you made the right call there, Alex. If you're a betting man, you certainly would have picked up the right chips.
Yes, Yuri York returning to Vindication after spending all of last season on Nemesis, and now didn't have a very good Season 2, looking to maybe bounce back this season.
Yeah, it's all about can Yuri York go the distance. The White Lotus, they've been pushing back against the women's division on Nemesis for a while. However, they've not been able to break the ironclad grip that Kel Ballon has upon the Nemesis Women's Championship. Maybe they'll find greener pastures here on Vindication.
That's sometimes all you need is a fresh start. I mean, if you look at someone from Nemesis in Sicario, who had the worst win-loss record of Season 1, and then all throughout Season 2, Twitch champion, tag champion, the man did it all. Yuri could be that person this year.
But who is going to be against them here tonight? Someone from Nemesis?
No, it looks like we've got someone from Vindication stepping up to the White Lotus.
That's Davina Rose.
Well, yes, but actually no. Davina Rose now going under the name of Valencia, making her way to the ring, and we saw Valencia, I guess, kind of debut at Endgame.
Yeah, it was a brand new look introduced by Davina Rose, and definitely a hard-edged look. I certainly was approving of it. It was a brand new look and a brand new attitude for the Rose, growing less thorns and more spikes from her stem.
Yes, ending off last season by, well, more than likely retiring Selena Adams right before Endgame, and then at Endgame itself coming just close to winning that open weight title shot that was won by Andrea. So it could be a bit of bad blood already here between Valencia and the White Lotus.
Well, we had it confirmed by the CWL chairman himself that we had 3 new people appearing from Nemesis in tonight's contest for this match. So, who is Valencia teaming with? Clearly it's someone from Nemesis, but who?
Well, you've got to wonder, who is it that... Valencia, let's be honest, does not look like the most inviting person to be friends with. You've got to wonder who she may have recruited to come over.
She's definitely strange, but she has the psychological warfare element. Reminds you of the Witch Doctor. Yes, scary, but the Witch Doctor was not to be underestimated. Davina Rose is a former champion. She is also not to be underestimated.
Yes, but it's Davina Rose that was a former champion. It's now Valencia looks at us now, and we have to wonder, could this... We've seen people that have completely changed who they are. We've seen it multiple times with people like Tornado and War, but sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. We'll have to see how she does this season.
But who is her partner?
Scott, stay above the table. As coming down to the ring, a woman who made a name for herself last season on Nemesis has now come to make a statement on Vindication.
I should put shelves down here, or screens or something.
Okay, come on, get up, please. We have to have some level of professionalism. It's the first show back.
Hey, don't touch me, don't touch me.
Get up here, now. As
God damn it.
makes her way to the ring, and Scott makes his way back to his seat.
She's scary, alright?
No, she definitely is a scary force in the ring, and she's got a bit of bad blood with the White Lotus. If we remember back to Shadow Band last season, when in the lead up to that event, the White Lotus attacked Rox at every opportunity. I think Rox might be looking for some measure of revenge.
Don't make eye contact.
Rox, the piercing green eyes. And now, you gotta wonder what trouble she planned to get up to on the Vindication brand.
Well, let's see if...
Had a great season, but was not able to pick up any titles last time around. Maybe she could do better this season as this one gets underway.
Here we go. It's Andrea and Valencia going at it in the ring, and a massive elbow from Andrea takes down Valencia.
Yes, and usually Andrea's probably the creepiest looking one in any given match, but I think now that Valencia's here, she's going on a bit of a run for her money.
Oh yeah, Andrea looks quite stable, if I do say so myself.
Well, at least in comparison to the opponents across the ring, and at the moment, Valencia and Andrea are going blow for blow in this contest.
All things are relative, Alex, but here we go. Headlock from there applied from Andrea. Now dragging Valencia over to the corner. Wise tactic, but Valencia fighting.
Just trying to get out of that headlock there, gets out with those elbows. And now, out takes the arm, but an elbow of her own from Andrea. And now she's tagging in Yuri York.
Wise move, keep herself fresh. Yuri York does not want to find her in the same ring with Rox, and that's the best thing is to get Yuri in now so she can take on Valencia and tag Andrea in when she's fresh.
Yes, that's a very smart plan. And now went for, I think, a splash in the corner. Valencia sent her up and over, nearly drop kicking Andrea in the face, and Yuri might be time to tag out.
Oh, rocking the bell of Yuri York. Yuri having to roll out of the ring to regain her composure there.
But Yuri trying to fight back here, sets it up a bit of a legal cutter there. And now taking the fight to Rox, and Rox towers over Yuri York when standing. I think Yuri's going to try and have to get the big woman down.
Indeed, and keep her grounded. And Yuri sending Rox for a ride outside.
Yeah, sending her to the outside.
No, don't bring her over here.
Not even been one match into the new season. We're already battling onto the outside of the ring. Order has already been lost.
I'm still young!
As Rox pushes away Yuri York. And Scott cowers under the table as Yuri nearly sending Rox into the announce table.
Wait, I don't think this through.
Rox now just choking the life of Yuri York here. Now York might be passing out here. The ref's still counting.
You've got to be careful of that 20 count. Rock's most likely to get Yuri up and into that ring, otherwise it's going to be a count-out victory, well, count-out loss for both of them. But no, slamming Yuri's head against the hardest part of the ring.
Yes, I don't think there's a single person in this audience that wants to see the first episode of the new season end in a draw. I think everyone here wants to see a decisive winner. And Rock's now sending York into the ring at around the 12 count. And now Andrea making her way into the ring. And now targeting the knee, smart by Andrea, but does not send Rox down.
No, it wasn't enough to take the big woman down. And Andrea's going to struggle to keep the pressure on Rox, and that's what's going to get her the win. However, right now, Rox is firmly in command. Oh!
Just choking the life out of Andrea, but I've got to wonder, we obviously know that Andrea and Yuri York, they're tag partners, they're associates, they're friends, but I wonder if there's any form of relationship between, Valencia and Rox. I mean, was it Valencia that maybe brought Rox over to Vindication?
I mean, the offer could have been extended by Valencia. Maybe this is a new tag team that we're seeing here in the ring. They certainly look the part.
Yes, very similar, appearance between the two of them, and now Andrea, they're sending Rox up to the corner. And now, looking to set up. We've seen this is vintage Andrea, these rapid-fire kicks.
There's a glitch in the system.
Yeah, now there's about to be a glitch in Rox's soul. The soul glitch connects.
There we go. As Andrea setting up for the end, waiting for Rox to get to her feet.
And now kick to the stomach, kill shot.
The kill shot.
Rox, and that should
One.
be it. One.
No, Valencia.
No, Valencia. Valencia's right there.
Oh, she knows what the score is. She's been in many tag team matches herself.
Yes, and going to the outside. Oh, never going really to the outside. Not waiting on the apron for Rox instead. Looking to go out and deal some punishment to Yuri York.
Now, a punch there from Andrea. Andrea trying to fight back against the big woman, but hits the drop kick, but didn't even take Rox off her feet.
Goes for another one though, and that one takes Rox to the ground.
For how long? Now just stomping on Rox. A punch to follow up.
And now this gets rid of that size advantage. Rox might be taller on her feet, but everyone's the same size when they're flat on their back.
Indeed, and now a jawbreaker gives an opening to Andrea, and it will also capitalise. Vicious chop, but Rox reeling, but not going down.
Yeah, so now Rox into the corner. Turned around here and looking for another soul glitch is Andrea.
One kick. The kick number
the
two.
Kick.
Yeah,
and
she's
I
going to
think
hat-trick time.
Third straight kick, and now Rox needs to tag in Valencia here. About to be looking like Machine Gun Kelly. She gets hit with a kill shot.
Second kill shot. Once again hooking the leg, but Valencia already in there and breaking up the pin.
We saw the referee have to hesitate a bit to make sure he got the proper angle. Maybe cost him some time there. And Yuri York walking in that Boston Crab, trying to take Valencia out of the equation.
Now, Valencia rolling the middle of the ring there, just getting out of the way. But it looks like Valencia's giving Yuri York a piece of her own medicine.
A drop kick to the outside sends Yuri York flying. And then into Yuri from Rox. This has all begun to just pop off here. Everything going to the outside.
Indeed, and once again the 20 count begins. Going downstairs goes Rox with a kick, and that's a big boot to get shoved in your gut.
There's another kick to the stomach. These two just trading strikes back and forth on the outside, and now you see a regal neck breaker there.
Another regal neck breaker there from Andrea, now picking up Rox. Going downstairs once again, and a second one.
Continuing the attack on the outside, not giving Rox a moment to even think about getting back in that ring. She continues targeting with these kicks and that clothesline there. Finally getting the big woman off her feet with these strikes.
Now sending Rox back into the ring, perhaps looking for the pin. However, Rox rolling out of the way at the last minute. Uh-oh.
Lifts her up. An air raid crash sends her into the ground, and now Rox may be looking to put Andrea away here.
Up on the shoulders. Yuri trying to get in. Backpack facebuster.
There, now Rox going into the cover. One. No, Yuri York right there.
Oh, big mistake. Oh, wait.
Then we saw, I think maybe Valencia trying to drop kick Yuri York as Rox had her help.
Bit of miscommunication there between team members. And that's where I think there's the advantage in the corner of the White Lotus, is that they are an experienced team. Another regal neck breaker there from Andrea, picking up Rox yet again. And going for it, here we go. The STO. Rolling over 1, 2, and 3. That's it. The White Lotus pick up their first victory of Season 3. It was quite a grueling match. White Lotus had run a back foot for a majority of it, with Rox delivering out power move after power move. However, Rox did not get the tag to Valencia enough, and it's the case that eventually the powerhouse that is Rox got whittled down until the giant fell.
Yes, we saw the resiliency of Rox come into play in this matchup, but the tag team prowess of the White Lotus took the victory here tonight.
What a match. And now we know that the White Lotus has arrived to Vindication. We know that they will be wreaking havoc. And it seems Valencia has found herself a new friend in Rox now that Rox is officially on Vindication. Well, you know, we do need new challengers for Taylor Jones' Vindication Championship. And we do know that Andrea is facing Harley Quinn for the Openweight Championship. But just when will that be? We'll find that out soon. But for our second match here on Vindication, we have Taylor Jones not defending the championship, just having a one-on-one match against somebody formerly from Nemesis.
Well, here we are, third match of the evening, and we're awaiting the main event himself, as he likes to call. Be called, at least.
Yeah, Zach Heaton. I think he's going to be competing in this matchup.
Not seen much.
Not to say. Oh, please continue.
I was saying, my apology, it looks like that's... my apology, we got a bit thrown up there. It's actually Taylor Jones coming out next. My apology, everyone. The current Women's Champion for Vindication. Now...
I mean, Taylor Jones you could also describe as the main event, current Women's Champion of Vindication. One of the, if not the, top title on the brand.
Yeah, now, here's the thing, though. There are three things that are inevitable in life here, Alex. One is taxes. Two is the fact you'll die, death, inevitable. Three is that someone will betray Taylor Jones.
Yeah, that's a pretty fair assumption, yeah.
It's only a matter of time until she makes buddy-buddy with someone here on Vindication. Someone friendly, and they'll stab her in the back, add another scar in the back of Taylor Jones for that Vindication Women's Championship. The gold has an illustrious call.
Yes, another stab wound in the back, but it must be pretty easy to cover up those wounds when you're holding the title up high. I mean, yes, she's got a trail of lost friends in her wake, but she's got the championship, and that's what you have to work towards if you're a competitor.
Indeed, it's lonely at the top, Alex. Oh! This is certainly surprising. Sonya Evans making her way over from Nemesis. I mean, we've not really seen much of Sonya Evans lately. Of course, we're looking to see how this. I'd say that Sonya Evans is comparable to Taylor Jones. They're both high flyers and very technical in their attitude. Sonya Evans leaning towards the more submission side of things. However, don't let that mean she can't hold a candle to Taylor Jones. She is a competitor. Last time we saw her was back in week 117.
Yes, but I think the big difference between Sonya Evans and Taylor Jones is that Taylor Jones, one of the most dominant competitors we have here on Vindication. Sonya Evans yet to win a match here on the CWL, but hey, new brand, new Sonya maybe.
Indeed, her last match was a loss against, of course, Rox, and she faced Kel Van in her first week here in the CWL. So Sonya Evans has lost quite a few matches, but she's lost against very strong competitors.
Yes, never a bad showing from Sonya. She's been shown to not necessarily play by the rules sometimes, willing to get herself disqualified if things don't go her way.
She's my kind of girl. But there's the Boston Crab applied. Taylor Jones able to trip her up and get out of it. Looking to go for a second time, but Taylor using her feet to push Evans away.
Yes, and now Jones trying not to pick up her first in the first match of the new season, not wanting to start off on the wrong foot by losing.
Indeed, speaking of foot, Taylor Jones using those feet to great effect now, stomping on Evans, and now looking for a monkey flip.
Yes, putting the educated feet to good use there. And now Jones going into the cover, but not a 2 count yet. Evans is not going to be that hard, not going to be that easy, to put away.
Up with the shoulders, but Evans sees it coming in inverted reverse DDT by Sonya Evans.
Yes, and now Evans pulling up Jones. Side Russian leg sweep there, sending Jones to the mat, and you've got to feel Jones just coming off of a big match at Endgame against Catherine Love. Although it's got to be a bit of a weight off her shoulders, she's definitely going to be feeling the effects still of that match, and Sonya Evans maybe looking to take advantage of that.
Oh yeah, there's no argument there, and there we go. There's Sonya Evans using those ropes to great effect, but Taylor Jones with a monkey flip takes down Evans.
Yes, it's the high-flying style, the quick style. Blink and you'll get hit if you're facing Taylor Jones. You've got to keep your eyes on her at all times. And right now, Sonya Evans not doing too great against the women's champion. She's holding her own, but has not had too much offense.
Indeed. And a redacted driver there from Taylor Jones.
Yes, a bit of a spike there from Jones, but Evans right back up and right back into it. A Jones kick to the head, and now kick to the knee. Got her set up here. Hurricane Rana driver, center of the ring.
Out, just planting Evans right onto her head. And now downstairs goes Jones, wrist lock.
Sending her over to the turnbuckle. What does Jones have in mind here? The high-flying style of Taylor Jones with that arm drag off the top. And I think we're looking for the Taylor Jones classic.
Here we go.
Sticks. Went for sticks of Jones, but I think she overshot it there.
Misjudged the distance, and that's probably the effect of coming fresh from that match at Endgame 2.
Okay, maybe going for it again, and now, this time, maybe just testing how far she needs to jump that time around.
Or playing some mind games, perhaps. I mean, this is not like Taylor Jones.
Yes, Jones, you're playing some mind games and making sure that the ropes haven't developed any rust since we last saw them before Endgame. Now going into the cover off the Michinoku driver, not even the 2 count though. And Evans, arm drag, sending Jones to the ground. Maybe that lack of capitalizing from Jones could cost her there, but roll up into the cover. 1, 2, no.
We see many people being taken by surprise with roll-ups. I mean, John Spartacus lost the Never Heavyweight Championship last year to it, and here we go, another snapmare driver.
And imagine what it would do to the career of Sonya Evans if she could pin Taylor Jones here tonight. We could see her be the new Tommy Gunn, but now we see a 450 from Taylor Jones, and I think that's going to end the match.
1, 2, and 3.
Taylor Jones picking up a win here tonight, starting off the season on a win, and a big win at that. You never want to lose your first match.
It's not looking great for Sonya Evans, especially since losing to now 3 high-quality opponents, but still, she needs to get some steam behind her. Let's hope that the rest of year 3 fares better for Sonya Evans.
Alrighty, y'all, for our third match here tonight on Vindication, we've got Zach Keaton welcoming somebody from Nemesis. Trust me, I am getting excited just as all of you are, as we see just exactly how these rosters are going to be shaping up. But after tonight, you guys will find out all of the trades from Vindication to Nemesis and vice versa. So, let's find out who Zach Keaton is going against.
Zach Keaton, here we go. Now it's Zach Keaton.
Yes, are we sure Zach Keaton isn't just Taylor Jones? I mean, we've never seen what Taylor Jones looks like under the mask.
Penny, you're fired. So yeah, the main event, Zach Keaton coming down to the ring. Now, not really been around too much. A bit presumptuous to call himself the main event, but I like the confidence. I like the guy's moxie.
Yeah, I like the confidence as well, and I mean, yes, he hasn't been able to pick up a win just yet, but he's been facing some high-class competition. I mean, facing Miles in your first match, and then in the Redacted Memorial Battle Royal at Endgame 2. Coming up short in there, but when you go up against 7 of the best we have, not too bad to lose.
Not bad at all, and, he's half the event, I guess, because he's matched 3 out of 6, so I guess he's half the event right now. Oh!
But here's someone who definitely could claim himself to be the main event. Tommy Gunn, former world champion, making his way down to the ring.
Check your holsters, get the ammo belts ready, and prepare your gun control laws, please. As Tommy Gunn makes his way down to the ring.
And Tommy Gunn makes his way, jumping over from Nemesis, and had a bit of a start and stop of Season 2. Started off, obviously, massive with that world title win, but, as it gone on, the wins became less and less frequent. Let's see if he can start things off hot again with a match against Zach Keaton.
That half of year 2 is not good for Tommy Gunn. He's looking to reload and hopefully be on fire throughout the rest of year 3. Of course, he did well. Quick start there from Zach Keaton.
Yeah, nearly ended the match already, and we saw Tommy Gunn going for a spear there, and Zach Keaton just said, "Nuh-uh," and just threw him and dodging the lariat.
I mean, Tommy Gunn, I'm a big fan of the kid, but I do have to prefer Zach Keaton's style when it comes to the confidence to call himself the main event. Tommy Gunn is not to be trifled with, because you've got the fan the hammer, the headshot, all his special moves. He is a former Nemesis Heavyweight Champion. Former Tag Champion.
Yeah, definitely not someone you should take lightly. And he was one match away from being in a Twitch title match going into Battle Lines last year. So definitely no slouch in the ring. Definitely had a very good season. But Zach Keaton looking to maybe make an example here tonight.
Zach Keaton is looking to make a statement, because if he takes down Tommy Gunn, that's a former champion he's taking down, and that shoves Zach Keaton high up the card there, I would say. But look at the athleticism there, but Tommy Gunn, very skilled.
Yes, it's Gunn now laying in the strikes to Keaton. Picking up Keaton, but Keaton back in control. This is going to be a standard strength versus speed matchup here.
Oh, that's one way to use your head.
Yeah, big headbutt from Keaton.
Misses with the lariat, though. I think that might have concussed him a little bit.
Yes, and Gunn, they talk about concussions. Going to be looking to maybe drive his head to the mat with the DDT that he used to win the world title. And yeah, they're going for the win early here, but only a 1 count.
Yeah, Tommy Gunn, of course, was once one half of the team Thunder Gun, but of course, with Alex Thunder, of course, Tommy Gunn calls himself the better half of Thunder Gun, and looking to finish it off right here.
Oh, and connects with the hammer there into the cover, and I think that's going to be it.
1, 2, and 3.
And a big win from Tommy Gunn coming over to Nemesis, and unfortunately for Zach Keaton, another disappointing loss.
Again, quality opponent, but it wasn't to be for Zach Keaton. Someone to build himself up to get that. I honestly was surprised Keaton went for that pin right off the gate of the match, but he nearly took Gunn by surprise, I think.
Yes, and I think Zach Keaton, we've seen him have these very good showings time and time again. He just has not been able to find that one secret ingredient needed to pick up the win. He may need to find it soon, or else his career is going to be in big, big trouble.
Well, Tommy Gunn gets it all done. You know, that's how they do over there in Nemesis. That's a former Nemesis heavyweight champion. And, well, now he's on Vindication. We got to hope that he can make quite the splash, just like how he did over on Nemesis. And we will find out how he does here. But moving on, we have quite the surprise, let's say. You guys are about to find out who the 2 newest acquisitions for Vindication are. And, well, I'm going to let you guys find out what it is. It is not a tag team match, but let's find out what it is.
Well, here we go. It looks like the Order are appearing here on Vindication. Quite a shocker.
Well, and for those of you not in the know, tonight and on the Nemesis, the mixed, you know how the tag team switch brands and that rule's been dropped for this week only, just so that we know where people are going. That means the Order will be on Vindication.
Well, the boss said himself, this is not a tag team match, this is a one-on-one. The question is, will it be Ricky or will it be Ace? I can see Ricky's been taking some styling tips from eBay.
Yeah, growing his hair, growing back shortly but surely, but Ace Anderson makes Valentine big win at Endgame, securing those tag titles, and you gotta ask yourself, who's gonna be next in line to challenge to become champion?
Oh, hello. This is a bit unexpected.
I think we know who is next in line.
Well,
as it appears he's back. Michael Young.
The Misfits.
The Misfits are back together after a bit of tag team couples therapy that took place at Endgame. Michael Young exercising the demon that is Evil Dead.
Yeah, I've seen therapy sessions like that. It's never pretty. Michael Young, the Aussie assassin, along with Harris, the hardcore icon, here in the CWL. Now, we were talking earlier about Taylor Jones and the amount of backstab wounds here with her. I mean, let's talk about Michael Young.
Well, at least with Young's case, I mean, he's been able to put a band-aid over at least one of those wounds, as now Harris and him are back together. Evil Dead is no more, and I mean, these guys, there are many that say these guys should be tag team champions right now, and gotta be honest, you gotta feel they're first in line.
Oh, no doubt. At least they'll take the hands of the order. If they do that, I will sing. I'll dance very dance and sing until my lungs explode. Anyway, it looks like Ace Anderson and Harris are going to be going at it tonight. So, yeah, one-on-one contest.
Harris looking to get back in the ring after not being seen for quite a while, starting things off with that leg sweep there, and Harris has got a bit of a history of leg sweeps, wouldn't you say?
Oh, most certainly. But right now it's Ace Anderson who's looking to deal him in. But nope, big back body drop. Looks he might strike out at this moment.
Actually, I believe it was the first show of year 2 where Harris lost the match to a leg sweep, and then won the first show of year 3, and Harris starting things off with a leg sweep. This man, he's adapted. You've obviously seen his moveset and his wrestling mature over the last season.
Definitely is adapting, but this is a very big clash of styles. You have the strength and power of Harris versus the speed and technicality of Ace Anderson.
Yes, and Ace Anderson, although he is quick, he is known to knock some people's lights out with that all-in knee strike, and Harris, he's not one that's necessarily, I'd say, he's not someone that is unknown to head injuries before. He might want to look out for that knee.
He's also a blunt instrument. I mean, he'll power himself out, oh, like that.
Yeah, speaking of power, the power sending Ace Anderson up into the air, and that punch landing flush across the jaw.
Now Ace Anderson once again going to a submission, a cattle mutilation applied.
Thus, maybe looking to get a quick tap out here on Harris. Now Harris kicked to the back of the head.
Wasn't able to keep Ace down though. Now front transfer position and a suplex. Oh, there Ace Anderson rolling his hips and going
now
in.
Turning
Saito suplex.
Another, almost a bit of a two amigos there. And Ace Anderson, we've seen almost, not necessarily arrogant, but the confident attitude of Ace Anderson. But there it's costing him as Harris hits him with that back body drop, getting himself back into this matchup.
He gets it from his
now
cousin.
Just throwing him around.
Now Harris in control, stomping on the midsection of Ace Anderson, now picking Ace up. Ace swoops the leg, and Ricky Valentine, his cousin, is very pleased with that. And now,
oh, and there we see the high card from Ace Anderson, and now I think he's looking to use that high card to go all in.
Push the chips forward.
Next into
look
the
at a cash out.
1, 2, no! Michael Young pulling out the referee.
And now Dan Robertson and Michael Young exchanging words on the outside.
Michael Young wanting to make sure Harris doesn't necessarily lose his first match back to consciousness, but Ace Anderson's definitely not letting up anytime soon.
And a Kimura lock from Ace Anderson.
The Anaconda Vice locked in there. He could top Harris out right now. Harris could be forced to submit.
Oh, headbutts.
They're able to get his way out of it. And now, every time Harris looks to be getting back to the offense, it's the quick kicks of Ace Anderson that stops him. But now Harris sending things to the outside.
Yeah, I think your theory might have gone out the window there. Ace Anderson now plants on the outside. Harris saying to Ace to get back in the ring.
Well, and Ace is bringing the fight to him there. European uppercut, the high card connects. And now, Ace Anderson, big elbow drop connecting into the chest of Harris.
Now picking up Harris. Irish whip off the ropes. Ace Anderson with a ante-up.
Yes, upping the ante and now into the cover. 1, 2. No, Harris able to kick out.
So very close, no one home with the kick there. Oh, but again, another high card.
Able to, I think he's got a couple high cards up his sleeve at this point.
A big elbow drop there.
Big elbow drop off the top, and that could be enough to put Harris away. But not going for the cover.
See, that's just Ace Anderson showing off at this point. Push.
I think he wants to double it up. Double or nothing is coming up here.
Here we go.
A big knee strike connects beautifully.
And here we go.
Cover.
2, 3.
Ace Anderson picking up his first win as a member of the Vindication roster over Harris. And got to feel maybe a bit of a ring rust from Harris. It's been a couple months since we've seen him.
Indeed, and Ace Anderson, of course, anteing up and going all in, resulted in the victory. And you have to wonder if Ace Anderson's going to cash out with his winnings as well as the TWL Tag Team Champions. And that puts them firmly at the top of the tag team division, even more so than they already were. Can the Misfits take down? So you're going to wonder. We've seen Ace Anderson versus Harris. We've got to see Michael Young versus Ricky Valentine, surely. I mean, if Michael Young can beat Valentine, that would at least give them an opportunity to face the tag team champion. I agree.
For our 5th match here on Vindication, we have Christopher Alpha, who won at Endgame. You know, he won that 8-man match. He made quite the impression. Now I'm happy to say here that he is a permanent member of Vindication up until next year's draft, which we'll see how that goes. But Christopher Alpha is being rewarded with a #1 contenders match for the YouTube Championship against the new person from Nemesis. Let's see who it is.
Christopher Alpha making his way down into the ring here, and quite the debut for Christopher at Endgame 2, wouldn't you say?
I mean, debuting at Endgame 2 and then winning the Redacted Battle Royal, that sends a message to the entire locker room.
Yes, it definitely does, and he didn't just, pick up one win at the end and it was over. He dominated throughout that matchup, proving that he might be near the top of the pile here on Vindication. And he's only had one match.
I mean, I'm definitely getting flashbacks to the days of Dylan Vincent. Could we see a rising star challenge for the Discord belt very soon? The YouTube
the current YouTube champion, Chris Princess, putting away with Jacob Nitro at Endgame, could be looking for a new challenger at some point. And Christopher Alpha, he may be that challenger.
I mean, doesn't Princess technically have the Discord belt? Because he's got the shards of it.
He's a double champion, man.
Technically, double champion. Technically, double champion.
He's a double champion in spirit, but a single champion in the record books. But
who is his opponent?
Speaking of,
who's the opponent tonight? Oh,
I think we can tell from the PhD chants ringing out across the arena. It's the Good Doctor Wrestling Jr.
That's a new outfit for the Doc.
Yes, and going from the yellow color that he had on Nemesis to the blue color on Vindication, and now making his way to the ring, and Doc had a very good season 2, won the Twitch title, won the World title. It was towards the end that he kind of petered off a bit.
Well, let's see if the Doc can have a springboard his chances here on Vindication. I mean, it's a new brand, new place for him to be, place for him to kind of peddle his wares. The Doc will be selling subscriptions and bashing some heads together.
Yeah, so I mean, that'll be quite the lucrative business. I mean, you beat people up in the ring and then you prescribe them the medication to get them better. So, Dr. Wrestling Jr. maybe looking to make some money here on Vindication.
Just don't visit his cousin, Dr. Dentist Jr. It doesn't work out pretty good.
Well, given how your teeth are currently looking today, Scott, I'll take your word for it. Anyway, Dr. Wrestling Jr. looking to pick up a big win at the start of this season, and I mean, he was in that redacted battle royal, and I'm pretty sure he did get eliminated by Christopher Alpha, and maybe looking for some redemption, looking for some vindication here tonight.
I see what you did there.
I'm not clever.
You're a cliche.
Yes, I am. And now, another cliche is ring-a-ding-ding, this one getting started, and Doc Rosa Jr. like a house of fire at the start now.
And the Doc going off on all cylinders here with the swift kicks to the leg, taking Alpha down, but Alpha avoiding the enziguri there.
Oh, but Doc Rosa Jr. was something to prove here at the start of this match, not letting this man breathe.
Oh, Doctor returning in kind with a knife fist chop.
Every time Alpha has landed a strike, Doc Rosa Jr. has landed one only a couple seconds afterwards. Now going into the grapple game, Christopher Alpha is able to take control.
Nice Saito suplex there. And can the Doc get out of this? Swift kicks to the leg, trying to take away the speed of the Doc. And is there anyone more universally beloved in the CWL than the Doc?
I mean, there's a reason why they call him the Good Doctor. I mean, I've never met anyone with a bad thing to say about the guy. Even the people that, don't like him in the ring, respect him as an individual, as a man.
Yeah, I mean, he could do a bit more to win. He's a doctor, he knows where the pressure points are, but at the end of the day, I like the guy, and I don't know what it is.
I think Dr. Wrestling Jr., he's a guy, he's almost sort of like a prize fighter. He wins when the match is big and the lights are bright. I mean, when it comes, we've seen him, face massive upsets, lost to people like Ryan Blaze and stuff on Nemesis, but when it comes to those title matches, he performs.
Oh, the go-to-sleep from Christopher Alpha. Lateral press.
And now he may need to prescribe him some insomnia medicine here as he gets hit with that knee.
Well, here we go. Now a massive knee targeting the face of the good Doc.
Yes, and now Alpha trying to prove he's an alpha in his own right here on Vindication. Sends him off the rope, and a pop-up gut buster there.
Alpha is not playing around. He's wanting to injure the Doc. I would say he's wanting to put the Doc in perhaps his own medical facility.
Well, I'm sure he'd get added benefits or something like that, or owning the joint. But right now, Christopher Alpha is owning this ring as we see him hit another knee. This one landing across the jaw and looking to put the good doctor away for good. As he hits that big lung blower there into the cover. 1, 2. No, the resiliency of Dr. S.A. Jr. as he kicks out.
Doc thought, I'm going to have to go and speak to Dr. Intern Jr. Nope, I'm kicking out of this one. Arm drag there from the Doc, getting the upper hand. Enziguri, can he get the advantage and kick the pressure on Alpha? No. Kicking him away. Alpha's once again back to his feet.
See, with these people that have been coming over to Vindication today, and when we see on Nemesis, the people from Vindication that go there, they're going to have the advantage of it's unexpected, and the people will know what to prepare for. But the issue with Christopher Alpha is, there's no real tape to study. He's had one match. That's all people have had to get any sort of read on him. Whereas, Doc Wesley Jr., he's going into this almost as blind as Alpha is.
Yeah, I mean, the Doc's had experience, but, it's not going to take you so far, especially when you're facing a new opponent. Chris Alpha mounting the strike, knee with a neckbreaker to follow up. But the Doc is up!
The Doc not staying down for long, but Christopher Alpha with that snapmare, trying to keep the man's grounded.
A modified surfboard stretch, it seems.
Yes, and just almost trying to choke out Doc with his own arms there, but Doc Russell Jr. powering out, sending him flying across the ring.
And Doc is not playing around here. Elbow. Now off the ropes goes Alpha. Oh!
And goes for the super kick, but gets caught with an enziguri. And now it is Alpha that is able to match Doc strike for strike as he lands that punch.
1,
Doc could be
2.
knocked out. 2. No.
Although both pins have been lateral presses, I wonder if he hooked the leg, if Chris Alpha would have gotten the 3 count.
That is very possible. And now enziguri by Doc Wrestling Jr. What's he got in mind here? Oh, went for I think an arm drag there, but gets caught by Alpha. And Alpha has basically almost had a counter for everything Doc Russell Jr. has tried in this match.
It certainly is impressive to see this man at work.
And now jumps over him. Oh, went for the flying heel kick, but Doc Russell Jr. able to get out of the way, and now big sunset flip.
1, 2, no. Over a 2 count for the Doc. And the Doc showboating as always.
Yes, but Alpha has to retreat from the ring there. And Doc Russell Jr., ever the showman, ever the crowd pleaser, but Alpha isn't here to please the crowd. He's here to lay into the Doc right now as he lifts him up once again. Samoan drop.
Beautiful Samoan drop there from Christopher Alpha. And a jawbreaker from the Doc finds an opening up on the shoulders. The apple a day.
And it connects. And Christopher Alpha onto the ground. That could be enough. Doc Russell Jr. picking up the win. No!
So close.
Doc Russell Jr. had that one.
I thought it was all over, but Alpha able to get his shoulder up off the canvas. Can the Doc keep the pressure on now that he has this opening?
Sends Alpha into the corner here. Doc Russell Jr. has to be running on fumes at this point. He's been battered pretty much all match. Now sent it to the ropes. Oh, up and over from Doc off the ropes. Ducks the clothesline and connects with one of his own.
Not feeding off the energy of this crowd here.
Yes, and now lifting him to his feet. And there we see that bicycle knee.
Oh, big back body drop though by Alpha means that he's now back in command. And he's going to look for that double long blower knee strike again. He is.
And connects. Good night, Dr. Wrestling Jr. into the cover.
1, 2, 3.
And Christopher Alpha picking up a win and making himself undefeated thus far in Vindication.
It is certainly a claim to fame that Chris Alpha has, taken away Dr. Wrestling Jr. and defeating stars he did with the Redacted Battle Royal, of course. He's making a name for himself in Vindication. Who can stop this young man?
Yes, who can stop him indeed? Could we see, you said earlier, could we see the rebirth of someone like Dylan Vincent where he just goes undefeated at the beginning and seems unstoppable? Or is this nothing but smoke and mirrors? Has he just been getting a bit lucky in his first 2 matches? We'll have to find out as time goes on.
And last, but certainly not least, we've got Tommy Hazard in our main event. That is right. We got 6 matches now for Vindication, for Nemesis. It will be 6 matches from every episode from now going forward.
Here he comes, one of the most successful men in the entire CWL.
Yes, The most successful man, number 3 on the power rankings, the guy.
Top guy in the CWL.
Top guy, yeah, but I mean, Tommy Hazard, he has been, I think he's universally probably one of the most, you might be Tommy Hazard's only real fan, Scott.
Oh, come on, there are Tommy Hazard fans out there. You can hear them saying boo. They honestly really like him.
They like him, but Tommy Hazard makes his way to the ring, and you know, if I'm Tommy Hazard, I've got to be worried because to get another shot at Miles' World Championship, you not only have to win this match, you have to beat a man who you have never pinned or submitted before.
That's true. I will say that Tommy Hazard definitely has an uphill struggle. Woo!
Well, as Scott goes to get his butterfly net, get himself some Benjamins, Tommy Hazard,
I got pain, alright?
as Scott was saying there, Evac has sort of had his number recently, and you know, you gotta feel Tommy is not prepared for this matchup. He's had maybe an hour to get ready for Evac. Evac, who knows how long he's known that Miles was, gonna bring him out to face Tommy.
I mean, it is definitely a question. I mean, you had, of course, their bout back at AMA 2 years ago in year 1, where Tommy lost the Twitch Championship to Evac. And then, of course, there was the match at Battle Lines 2, the cage match between him and Evac, which, again, Evac won by pinfall. That's going to put Tommy on the back foot, but also going to make him more determined to win than ever.
Yes, and Tommy, though, both these men coming off of losses at Endgame, neither of these men are going to be at 100% in this matchup.
Why did he have to come here? Why?
Well, we saw his Order brothers coming over, and I mean, Evac, credit to him, he's done pretty much everything there was to do on Nemesis. World Champion, Twitch Champion, he did it all, but now looking to make a name for himself on Vindication, and forget just his match against Tommy Hazard. Think about all the other matches we could see with him now that he is here on Vindication.
I mean, it's no secret
versus Princess.
It's no
secret versus Miles Morales.
Yeah. It's no secret that Evac has wanted to kind of face new opponents here on Vindication. He's wanted to face Princess before. He's wanted to face, of course, Michael Young, an old dancing partner of his back in the BCW days. I mean, it's great that he's here, I guess, but I'm just not an Evac fan. Just like you're not a Hazard fan.
Well, I guess that's the first time we've come to any sort of mutual agreement, Scott, as this one gets underway, and Evac laying in the strikes already.
But Tommy, with the technical expertise, gets the headlock applied.
But Evac with the strength sends him off the ropes, ducks under, and a big arm drag to Hazard.
Well, arm drag, but Hazard with the European uppercut, and now a takedown and wailing upon Evac.
Yeah, these two are definitely not what you would call a friendly rivalry. These two have quite a bit of disdain for each other.
I think hate is the most appropriate word for it.
Yes, and we saw in the lead up to their Battle Lines match their hate for each other get extremely personal, not just professional, and now Evac is basically the last thing stopping Hazard from facing Miles once again and getting another shot at the world title.
Tommy will not let anything get in his way to get back at get another match against Miles. Tommy's going to bring out all the stops to take down Evac here tonight, and he will do it.
Yes, I think if Tommy has any hope of winning this match, he needs to stifle Evac's speed and offense. I mean, Evac, he is very much so a momentum-based wrestler. If you can stop him in the early goings, it's very difficult for him to get up and going again.
What I don't understand is that there is a clear disconnect between the audience regarding these two. Tommy, they seem to revile Tommy, yet love Evac, when it should be the other way around.
I mean, we've got Evac, who many people have considered one of the nicest guys in the back, and then you've got Tommy Hazard, who has betrayed everyone he's ever worked with.
We'll see how that goes down as a leg DDT from Evac, trying to take down Hazard's vertical support.
As Evac now sends Hazard into the corner, and here's the thing though, when we talk about stuff like the confidence of Tommy Haas, you have to think Evac has to be pretty confident going into this match. He's done this before. He can do it again. He knows he's able to beat Tommy Hazard.
But does that... Oh!
It's Tommy Hazard that has to come over that almost self-doubt possibly.
Oh god, this never ends well. No, this never ends well.
These two willing able to pull out all the stops against each other with that cross body off the top.
Massive cross body there from Evac now, but now Tommy reversing the strikes, now running back into the ring.
But Tommy not wanting to brawl with Evac on the outside, and now Evac starting to get into this match, and this is what is so dangerous to fight against. Evac building up the momentum.
Oh, Tommy saw it coming!
Sneaking in an elbow there, and now a German suplex, and he is hooking the arms. This is vintage Tommy Hazard.
That's the thing about facing the same opponent multiple times. You get to know the repertoire. Tommy knew that Evac was going to go for that moonsault that he often goes for, and just countered with the elbow.
Able to sneak in a quick elbow there, but Evac trying to fight back here. Got some set up against the ropes, and now lifting up and hanging him up to dry.
Not really seen Evac use the ropes as his repertoire before. Interesting change of pace. Oh wait! The game over!
And it could be game over for Hazard's hopes of becoming champion. One. No, just a one count.
That's the determination from Tommy. He wants to be champion. He needs to fight Miles again. He'll do whatever it takes to win. He's powered by just pure outrage that he's not champion.
I am still in shock that he kicked out of the game over at 1. As now Evac sends him back into the corner. What does he have in mind here? You've got to think, that's got to be a massive morale drop for Evac. One of your best moves, and Hazard gets out of it like that.
Indeed, now it's chopped there. Hazard now has the arm. Oh, but an elbow from Evac, and he gets the upper hand. Now, block the chop.
Going strike for strike, holds for holes here.
Oh!
Now, Cutter over to the Desolation Sleeper.
Evac's too far from the ropes. He has to tap. He has to tap.
Just a tap would pass out and find a way out of it. Tommy Hazard not letting go. Oh, is letting go. Never mind. I think he felt Evac getting loose, and now maybe setting up for the bittersweet goodbye.
This is it. This is it. Here we go. The bittersweet goodbye. Turning him around. That's it. Yes. Nail it. Nail
Locking
it.
the arms. Spinning through.
Get him. Pin him. Pin him.
Evac kick out.
Pin him. Yes. Yes. Yes.
No.
Yes. Why has everyone gone quiet?
The arena has fallen into a hushed silence here. Tommy Hazard. He's finally done it.
Done it, man. He always said he could do it without any gimmicks at all. One-on-one, he's better.
Tommy Hazard now fights Miles for the world title at the Super Show.
It's what he deserves.
I'm along with the crowd here. I am speechless at the moment.
You know, so is Evac looking a bit unconscious out on the outside right now.
Well, that's all for our first episode of Vindication this season. I have been Alexander Shaw, joined by Scott Sykes, and we bid you a very farewell adieu.
Good night, everyone.